Welcome to the first episode of Bama Beat Podcast. I'm your host, KJ300. If you don't know who I am, I talk about sports throughout all social media. TikTok, KJ300 __ L's up KJ300 on Instagram. And my main YouTube page is L's up KJ300. But I've been a Bama fan my whole life. I talk about Bama on my sports platforms, and I decided to do a podcast dedicated to Alabama sports. And that's how I got here right now. And if you new here, subscribe, comment, like, share all those things, and we are like y'all gonna get to know who I am very quickly, and how I talk about Alabama and what I say and how I see things. But as of right now, I'm doing this video about a day away from Alabama versus Georgia. The first podcast is a day before Alabama Georgia. So to give a quick recap of what I've said on TikTok and things like that. The first game against Florida State, I thought Alabama would beat the brakes off Florida State. They didn't. The team that I saw was not the team that they talked about during practice or throughout the summer, things like that. Players like Bray Hubbard that I talked about. I talked about a couple players, but I talked about them in hopes that they will be better going forward in the season. Ty Simpson. I'm a huge Ty Simpson fan. I've been a fan of Ty since 2-3 years ago. Soon as the season ended last year, I said he's going to be QB1. People thought he wouldn't be. He is QB1. I said before the season he'll be a top quarterback in the SEC, and he'll be up for the Heisman race. The way it's going right now, the last two games he played amazing. If he beat Georgia and the rest of this schedule, he'll definitely be in the Heisman race in the top 1-2. But the Florida State game we lost. And it was different reactions from different Alabama fans talking about the season was over, back to the Shula days and all this. I said after that game, now I'm mad about it. Of course, I wanted Alabama to win. Of course, the way we looked, it ain't even about the loss. I've seen Alabama lose. The way we lost and the way we got bullied on the offensive line, defensive line, and then when adversity hit, we start looking around on defense like, what I'm supposed to do, We're not tackling. We're not locating the ball. We just getting, really just tricked by the eye candy. So it looked bad. Now, I said after that, now all these Bama fans saying it's over. I said, oh, it ain't over. We have LSU, we have Tennessee, we have Georgia, we have, Vanderbilt, Oklahoma. We got all these teams we got to play. We got a chance to get back to where we want to go. It's not over. And after that game, Wisconsin and Louisiana Monroe, the way they played against Louisiana Monroe, you got Bama fans saying the games don't matter. It don't matter what they do against Louisiana Monroe. It don't matter what they do against Wisconsin. I'm not one of those people. I feel like if you play a game like you did at Florida State, no matter who the next opponent is, the way I seen that team change from that first game to the second game to the third game, that's what you want to see. The confidence on Ty Simpson. How they gel together on offense with the receivers. The way Kevin Riley is showing that he's a good running back. The way Bray Hubbard has changed night and day from that first game, that builds confidence. So I don't know, like I said, with Bama fans, there's a lot of Bama fans, I'll be like, why y'all? But let them do what they do. But me personally, I feel like those games matter. They love bringing up Nick Saban, but Nick Saban never put up a performance like that. And there's nothing against Nick Saban. I love Nick Saban. But every time something happens, people feel like Kalen DeBoer needs to be Nick Saban. Oh, he's sitting over there. He got a straight face. And Bernard said, Kalen DeBoer has changed a little bit. He kind of understanding now, like, this how you coach these guys. They want to be coached hard. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm not saying he didn't have that before. It's just now it's like, this is what they want. So now going into this Georgia game, Ty Simpson is on the heater. Ryan Williams is back. People been talking about Ryan Williams and what he shouldn't be doing or why he shouldn't be out there. But the whole time they not understanding. Bernard and all these other players open. If you got the more, the better. I'm not mad that we have another good receiver. I'm not mad we have two other good receivers. That's what you want. But sometimes the way Bama fans talk, when they talk about certain players, like that player is not even on Alabama the way they talk about him. Why wouldn't we have Ryan Williams on the field? One of the best receivers in the country. Of course, that first game was bad. I talked about that. in hopes that he would be better. And I know Ron Williams will be better. He's a superstar. He didn't get trash out of nowhere. You see what I'm saying? That's how I feel. So you got Ty Simpson on the heater. You got Bernard being the most consistent player on the team throughout the whole 3 games. Isaiah Horton, he's getting there. You got Jam Miller coming back. You got Tim Keenan coming back for this defense. I have so much respect for Kirby Smart. So much. It's not going to be easy. But I got Alabama winning this game. I know they're a 4-point underdog going into Athens. It's a blackout. Last time they did a blackout, they had Matthew Stafford, A.J. Green, No Show Marito. Alabama came in there with them. And that was ranked higher than Alabama did too. So, of course, it's not the same coach. It's not the same players, stuff like that. But it is what it is. When it comes to Alabama fans saying, wait till we get hit in the mouth. I understand that the way we looked against Florida State, but people saying like, well, wait till we play Georgia. When did we get to the point where we feel like Georgia's the upper hand or the top dog against us? And this is just not me being a fan. I'm looking at the team we got. Of course, it looked bad against Florida State. It did. But y'all telling me 2 other games don't matter, and y'all not understanding that builds confidence, that builds camaraderie. It builds a relationship with your teammates. Oh, I can trust you. They feeling good. Of course, when adversity hit, we gonna see what's going on. But the way y'all painting is like they just soft, and I don't believe that. So we gonna see. Gunnar Stockton, he's a capable runner. We know how it is. And matter of fact, let me get to defense. Kane Womack said that the road games, the way the defense looked during the road games is awful. They aware of that. They was aware of it before Florida State, but it shocked us a little bit because it was a new season. It shocked us because we thought we were going to do something to Florida State, and there was a much better team than people were talking about. And they had a lot of newness going on, a lot of, eye candy stuff like that. Gus Malzahn. It's cool. Don't go out there and do that. Tim Keenan, the leader of the defense. I think he is the leader. He's coming back. You know what you getting yourself into. When you go to Athens on a Saturday in September, Alabama versus Georgia, if that don't get you going as a football player, you don't need to be out there. You shouldn't have signed up to play in the SEC if this is not what you living for. If you're not ready for this moment, you shouldn't be out there. And Kane Womack, Kalen DeBoer, and all this staff have to get your players ready. Now, I don't expect them to have to pick them up and get them on the field, but get their mind right. Let them know to control all that excitement, control all that, built up energy, and put it in the right place by hitting somebody, getting off the blocker, blocking somebody and not holding. Or when you get frustrated, don't go hit the quarterback after the play, because that's selfish. If we don't go out there and do the mental things that we do on the road, like getting that 15-yard penalty or holding or false start, we going to be good. So, of course, the defense, we looking at defense right now. Xavier Brown, I think he had one touchdown catch on him, and it was like, damn, Xavier Brown. DeMonte Jackson has not been, targeted a lot. He hasn't been picked on. And we're going to see. Gunnar Stockton going to throw that football. He will throw it. You got Branch, who is a weapon player. A Swiss Army knife. He gonna be in the backfield. He gonna line up at slot. You know what I'm saying? They would have him with pick routes and wheel routes, things like that. Yeah, it's gonna look kind of crazy. And I just feel like Kalen DeBoer now, when Bernard said he's coaching different, I got the confidence. I believe in the roster we have. I believe in the players we got. I believe they are a better team than they were against Florida State. It's not gonna be easy, and I keep saying it will not be easy. Gunnar Stockton is a capable runner. Make sure we stop the running quarterback. That's been a problem with us with Nick Saban teams. Not just Kane Womack, Nick Saban teams. So, make him drop back and get pressure on him. Get to him. Don't allow him to find a lane and run through it. Because through the first, 2 weeks, we had 1 sack, and it was from Keon Sabb. Then we start sacking somebody in Wisconsin. We got to keep doing that. And you add Tim Keenan, I think that will help. On offense, Ryan Grubb. People talking about the run game. Will the run game be better? And I keep saying, Jam Miller coming back is amazing for us because he can pass block. I don't know how much he'll be on the field. I don't know how much playing he be getting, how many touches because he just not getting back. But he's a pass blocker. He's a pass catcher. He run routes out of the backfield very well. And he's the leader and a veteran of that group. So, of course, him coming back means good for us. But the offensive line has to get somebody down the field. We can't get stood up. We can't have people running slap through you and get into Jam Miller before he even get an opportunity. But now, Ryan Grubb, when that run game is working, don't abandon it. If we go down by 7 points, if it ain't fourth quarter, 2-minute drive, don't just abandon the run. Because I feel like we did that against Florida State. Don't abandon the run. And I love Ty Simpson. I think he's ready for a shootout. That's a different subject. But I'd rather them get the run game going. Riley looking good. I think we need to use Daniel Hill a little bit. He hasn't been looking like the player we thought he'll look like right now. But I feel like in a game like this, you need somebody big like Daniel Hill. You might need 3rd and 3. And just to make a statement, run the ball. Goal line. 4th and 1. Run the ball. You know what I'm saying? So, I think Ty Simpson will be good. I think Ty Simpson will be the better quarterback in this matchup. I think Ty Simpson is on the heater right now, man. And I trust what I'm seeing from Ty Simpson. Even though the opponent might not be as good as Georgia, I'm trusting the throws he's making. He's not throwing passes that's 90 yards wide open. He's not throwing through the middle of the field with a wide open player to where he gonna catch it regardless. He's throwing passes to where only his receivers can catch it. And most of his incompletions over the last 2 games has been drops. It's been drops. Ryan Williams has dropped some passes through the middle. He's been doing it since the Florida State game. I want to see Lazier Brooks out there. I want to see Ryan Williams look better. Even better than what he looked against Wisconsin. But we know when he getting on the outside, it's a move coming and he going to the end zone. He going to find his way there. Bernard, I think, will have an amazing game. Horton. If that offensive line can block and we got a run game, they're not stopping all 3 of those top 3 receivers we got. I'm sorry. And if they do, I promise you, I get on here and tell y'all, they did it. I'll tell you they did it. But until then, nah. So I got Alabama winning 34-21, 24. It's gonna be a tough game. It's gonna be a great game. This is what you, as a Bama fan, as a Bama player, a Georgia fan, a Georgia player, this is what you live for. I can't wait. I'm not nervous. Nothing. I know there's some people out there thinking like, I'm just not that type of fan. I'm gonna give it to you straight up right here. If I felt like we wasn't good right now, I'd say, I ain't gonna lie, we're not looking good. I trust what we got going on. I trust it. So, first episode, Bama Beat Podcast. Hope y'all loved it. There's gonna be some changes. I gotta get the camera right and the background and all that stuff. But I had to do this real quick to get it out before it's 24 hours before the game and all that. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Comment down your score predictions. How y'all feel? How y'all feel about the offense, defense? What they need to do to win this game, and then go on. Though I said it's so much of the season left. We not one of these teams that play one ranked opponent, and then the rest of the season we don't play nobody. So when it gets to playoff times, well, they don't need to be in because they didn't play nobody. Oh, we play somebody. It's some somebodies that we play. Georgia, LSU, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Vanderbilt. It's some somebodies. And the way Florida State looking right now, they keep winning. That loss gonna be like, that was a good team. It was just the first team they played against. So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I'm excited. I'm feeling good. I'll be back on here for when Alabama win. That's what I got right now. Either win or lose, though, I will be here talking about it. So I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all comment, share, like, and subscribe, man. First episode in the books. Let's go. Roll Tide.